The pain at the pump isn't just hurting drivers throughout the country, it's also hurting local governments. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, households are not the only ones finding themselves reworking their finances due to significantly higher fuel prices, as local governments are also feeling the pinch. After a short round of discussion, the Gering City Council approved new emergency contracts for gasoline and diesel with Panhandle Co-op and Wesco, respectively. City Administrator Pat Heath told the council swift action was needed.
You know, with the volatility in the fuel markets and prices increasing and projected prices to continue to increase, we felt in order to protect the budget in several departments that we needed to look at locking in a fuel price. Basically, this would get us pretty much through the end of the fiscal year, and so it's trying to protect our budget.
Heath said prices were so volatile that the gas bids from Panhandle Co-op, which was the lowest, was only good the day it was opened, and so city staff accepted it ahead of council action. When asked what happens if fuel prices fall, Heath admitted the city is locked into the contract price, but he doesn't foresee that happening through the end of the current fiscal year. Well, an 18-year-old Minutair man has died following a 3-vehicle crash north of Cheyenne. The Wyoming Highway Patrol says Wyatt Butler was killed around 11:20 a.m. while driving his Dodge Dakota. Officials say Butler was driving northbound and was behind a semi and Ford pickup. Those two vehicles stopped due to a blockage in the roadway, and Butler tried to pass on the left. A southbound vehicle was approaching, forcing Butler to merge into the side of the Ford, and his Dakota began to spin and crash into the semi, and ultimately came to rest on the east side of US 85. A seatbelt was not in use, and speed, driver inattention, and cell phone use are all being investigated as a possible contributing factor into the crash. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, the dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. Riverside Discovery Center is happy to announce the winning names of the Puma Cub contest, with the winning names of Mateo and Diego. Head keeper Alex Mason says there is strong interest in this contest, with more than 1,000 votes cast by the public.
The naming contest went really well. We had a lot of people that voted through Facebook as well as through the gift shop. And Mateo and Diego won by a huge landslide. Huge.
Mateo is the puma that was found in northeastern Nebraska, and Diego is the puma found in Montana. She says they have grown tremendously during their first 5 months at RDC.
Yeah, they came into us in October at about 15, 20 pounds, and now they're 45, almost 50 pounds. They have grown so much in the past few months they have been here, and they're going up really super fast. They're starting to lose their spots, and about 2 years old is when they're going to be fully mature. So they're still kind of cubs yet. 2 years is when they start being their own little adults.
Mason adds that both young Pumas enjoy playing with each other and enrichment items given to them by staff. Well, yesterday it was announced that Nebraska's employment grew by more than 12,000 people from January of 2020 to January of 2022, bringing those numbers above pre-pandemic levels. Nebraska's 2.2 unemployment rate is tied with Utah for the lowest in the country, as well as the lowest ever in Nebraska history. In addition, Nebraska's labor force participation and employment to population ratio are also the highest in the nation. Governor Pete Ricketts says thanks to the hard work of Nebraskans, we've successfully grown our state despite facing the greatest public health emergency of the past century. And after serving the Scottsbluff region for decades, it has been confirmed that the Fullen School of Hair Design will be closing its doors for good later this year. Staff at the Broadway location say they are working with all current students to complete their contracts and get them their certificate. The building's owners, Craig and Nikki Grass, who recently purchased Chima's Gas and Liquors, have put the building up for sale with an asking price of $165,000. Well, still to come, Bill Boyer in with your Tuesday evening forecast. You'll love that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. He's, within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
All in all, it's going to be pretty quiet here across the high plains, with skies turning more cloudy as we get towards sunrise tomorrow, and temperatures only falling off into the upper 30s and low 40s with those clouds around. It's going to be cooler tomorrow. Some rain and snow showers possible later on in the day. Thursday for St. Patrick's Day looks cooler as well. Nice through the weekend, and then next week looks cooler and wet, maybe even snowy. We'll have to keep an eye on that. 57 yesterday after a morning low of 28. Those are about normal for this time of year. Nothing in the rain gauge, holding right about normal, still about a third of an inch above normal for the year. We do have some high wind warnings that are out for areas of eastern Wyoming. And those are going to be those wind-prone areas, again, that we've seen for the last days, up around the Elk Mountain area along I-80, west of Laramie, and also I-25, right along that I-25 corridor, basically running from areas around Chugwater right up through Wheatland and then into the Glendo area, those areas under those high wind warnings through the night tonight. Temperatures are in the 40s there in the high country, 60s across most of the Cornhusker State and eastern portions of Wyoming. A little cooler at 56 right now in Cheyenne, 55 up in Lusk, but it's 68 down in Ogallala, 71 right now in Valentine. Winds are pretty gusty in a few areas. We don't have a ton of wind out there, but we do have some winds that are 15 to 20, 25 miles an hour, and in those same areas seeing some of those wind gusts that are in the ballpark of 20 to 30 miles an hour. So we're going to continue to see windy areas in those locations here for another couple hours before winds start to die down a little bit. Mostly cloudy tomorrow when you get on the bus. We'll be in the low 40s and bring you home only into the low 50s with overcast skies. I think most of the rain or snow showers will hold off till after school. So tonight across the high plains, it's going to be quiet. We're going to see just the clouds increase as we get overnight into early morning tomorrow, and it is going to stay dry tonight. Lows are going to be a little warmer thanks to part of those clouds, 30s and 40s out there. Now tomorrow we start the day with a good band of clouds through the early morning hours. Then by late in the day, that's when we're going to start to see some of these showers by 4 or 5 o'clock start to come in the form of rain, could mix over with, change over to snow, and then a period of some rain and snow showers into early Thursday morning. We're going to see quiet temperature, or nice temperatures, though, about seasonal for this time of year. 50s for the most part, a few upper 40s out there. As far as precip and what we're looking at, we are going to see maybe a few hundredths out of this. Not a ton, but people picking up a little bit of moisture, and most of that is going to come in the form of rain. Any snowfall totals are going to be very light. This is not going to be a snowfall producer in terms of accumulating snow. 42 tonight with mostly clear skies. For tomorrow, it's going to turn cloudy, not as warm. Rain or snow showers are going to hold off until late. We're going to see temps in the 50s. Rain and snow showers Wednesday night into Thursday, St. Patrick's Day, cooler, close to 50 is all. We'll be in the 50s Friday, really see that warmth Saturday and into Sunday, the first day of spring. Monday, though, into Tuesday, we bring in rain and snow showers, windy conditions, and much colder temps.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Well, we have had some snow and Arctic temperatures earlier this month. The weather will begin to warm up this week. Cody Creech, Nebraska Extension Dryland Cropping Specialist, says with the warming temperatures, the winter wheat will begin to green up quickly.
Overall, the wheat stand is still really good in our area. I don't expect to see much as far as winter kill or winter loss. So that's really favorable right now. The biggest concern still remains the fact that we haven't had the amount of moisture that we would like to have received over the course of the winter. So we're still in a deficit there, which in the short term won't necessarily be bad for the wheat, but we're going to need to catch some rain this spring if we're going to reach the yield potential that we're hoping we can get up to.
Across most of western Nebraska, Creech says the wheat has established well.
There are some areas that maybe missed some rains, that the wheat emergence might have been a little more patchy. Overall, in general, I would say the wheat is in really, really good shape for this time of year. It's just the fact that as we get going here into the spring, you know that wheat's going to be looking for nutrients and moisture to start to throw out those tillers. And if we don't have that, we're going to lose that opportunity to have those extra tillers. At the end of the day, that's going to hurt our yield.
To keep costs down or in control, Creech suggests growers do soil tests and keep an eye on the market.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, keep Scottsbluff Gehring beautiful, Western Nebraska Community College, and the Western Nebraska Bicycling Club are all teaming up once again for their Recycle Your Cycles event. KSGB Director Cassidy Baum tells KNB News that donated bicycles will be repaired and given to people in need within our communities.
Yeah, well, we are hosting our Recycle Your Cycles again, partnering with the Bicycle Club and WNCC, and we are hoping to get as many bikes as possible. Of course, you know, the better condition, the easier it is for us to get it back out into the community for people who need them. But we'll take anything, any condition. We'll recycle what we can't use, and we'll use parts from bikes that are brought in, and we will repair as many as we can.
She says the program has made a big impact over the years.
Actually, since we started collecting data, which was in 2016, my first year with it, we've donated over 225 bikes, and we've scrapped over 9,500 pounds of metal and tires that have been kept out of the landfill.
The event takes place in the lower level of the south side of the Harm Center in Scottsbluff this Saturday, with bicycle drop-offs from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.